This is breaking news that is coming in from the state of Rajasthan, where the Rajasthan government has now sent back its report to the MHA. They are denying any role or permission from the state government for any sort of phone tapping. Let me go straight across to Utkarsh Anand, our legal editor, who is joining us on the phone line. So is Pallavi Ghosh, who tracks the Congress party for us. Utkarsh, any more details that you're picking up? All right, we'll try and get Utkarsh and Pallavi in just a bit, but this is the big piece of breaking news that is coming in from Rajasthan. The Ashok Gehlot government has now responded to a notice that was sent to them by the MHA. The MHA wanted to know very specifically whether the government of Rajasthan had sanctioned any phone tapping of BJP leaders, because you know there are audio tapes that are out in the public which seem to suggest that there was, at least according to Mr. Gehlot, that there was an entire conspiracy that was hatched by the BJP to topple his government. There was exchange of money that had taken place as well, etc. Let me go across to our reporters who are now with us. Utkarsh Anand with us, Pallavi Ghosh with us as well. Utkarsh, any more details that you're picking up? Is that just the one line that the... All right, I believe Arunima is with us. Arunima, any more details that you're picking up?
See, what the MHA is very tight-lipped. Right from the start, when Minister of Home Affairs sought that report, Congress had alleged that politics is being played under the centre because it was a BJP-ruled government, centre was being partisan. So the centre is not saying much, but what we have learned from Rajasthan government officials is that the Chief Secretary has denied any role of the state government vis-a-vis phone tapping. Now, why the MHA has sought this report is because the guidelines are very clear. If phone has to be tapped by an agency, a proper channel of authorization has to be followed. If it is the central agency, NIA, CBI, IT, ED, which is asking phones to be tapped, then the Union Home Secretary gives permission. If it is a state agency, if it's a state CID or any other state police unit which wants to tap a phone, then the state Home Secretary will give that permission. So the Chief Secretary of Rajasthan is saying that we have not given any permission. Essentially, alluding to the fact what Congress has been saying right from the start, that this conversation was recorded by the MLAs themselves who were being made this offer. This was not a phone tapping orchestrated by the state, as BJP is alleging.
Do stay on with us. We also have Pallavi Ghosh, who is joining us. Pallavi, the Rajasthan government, as expected, is saying we haven't sanctioned any phone tapping. This was the MLAs who were doing this on their own accord. They were being offered money. They thought in their wisdom that this conversation should be recorded, and they did that. Don't blame us for it.
Yes, and in fact, when Gajendra Singh Shekhawat had thrown it back and the BJP threw it back at the Congress, saying that all the rules have been broken, it's a violation of the Indian laws if you actually indulge in phone tapping. At that point of time, also the Congress party had said that this is absolutely incorrect. It's just that we have some audio recording. In fact, they said that we got it through the social media and through the media. It's going to be verified through the FSL by the investigating agencies, which is the SOG, and which is alarming enough. So it becomes a political, kind of a slanging match, frankly speaking, Shreya. I mean, the centre, of course, and the BJP is going to attack the Congress party for violating norms and, something which they've always done. The Congress party in the state is, of course, and Gehlot particularly, is going to say that, our evidence is correct. We are privy to a lot of evidence. The SOG is investigating it. Let the procedure be over. And the matter is also in courts, and the matter is also being fought politically.
Let me get in Utkarsh. He's with us as well. Utkarsh, what does the law say as far as phone tapping is concerned? Look, the Rajasthan government is saying we haven't sanctioned any phone tapping. It's the MLAs who are being offered money, who are having these conversations. They themselves have recorded this. Is that illegal as well? What does the law say?
See, if you look at the provisions of the Telegraph Act, it's very clear that you cannot have phone tapping. If I want to tap your phone, law prohibits that. That cannot happen without a sanction from an authority concerned. This sanction comes from the Home Department. You cannot start tapping the phone. Apart from that, after the Supreme Court ruling on the privacy, Supreme Court has also stated that even that fundamental right that has been assigned to the right to privacy, you cannot tap somebody else's phone, because that would also mean breaching of the privacy of the person concerned. So you just cannot start tapping the phone, intercepting the phone. There have been rules laid down. You have to have a proper sanction from the Home Department. An illegal or unlawful tapping of the phone is also an offence under the Telegraph Act as well as under the IP. Apart from that, somebody can also sue you for defamation. So based on these very concerns, the Home Ministry had wanted to know from the state government that when you have been propagating these intercepted conversations, was there any sanction provided by the Home Department? Because when you give a sanction, you also lay down the norms, the rules, the period for which the phone can be tapped, the reason for granting that sanction, and after that you have to also, if the person concerned can challenge that particular order, if there is an order on record which allows somebody or an authority in law to tap your phone. Besides, it's only an authority in law that can tap your phone. It can never be a private individual who can be allowed, who can be permitted under the law to intercept somebody else's conversation. Here, it is apparent that the police did not record it. These are conversations which are coming out from private individuals, could be MLAs or some other leaders.
Correct.
So the real question is that the state government did not do it. Private people did it. And why will it not be unlawful? Why will it not be violating of the law as well as the right to privacy? Yeah.
Okay, but very quickly, before I let you go, Utkarsh, even if individuals have recorded this conversation, in this case, Congress MLAs, can this be admitted in court as evidence? Will it be accepted?
So that depends on who goes to the court. Are they seeking any criminal investigation, or is this only meant for political purposes? That's all. That's at the heart of it. Nobody wants a criminal investigation into it. There has been no investigation. If there is an FIR, SOG might be going ahead with it, but they will have to go to the court. Once they go to the court, they will also have to satisfy the conditions of the court that however these conversations recorded. If there was no lawful permission granted, these conversations will not be admissible.
All right, we'll leave it there for the moment. Utkarsh, thank you very much. I'm going to thank Arunima, who was getting us that piece